Hi everyone, my name is Koster and this is my Rise Progress presentation during my month in Portfolio 4. At the beginning of the month, I established 3 SMART goals that challenged me in more ways than one. The first SMART goal I established was to complete a Part 2 video that I agreed to do during my month in advanced video, using footage that was either taken during or after said class. Since time was an issue, I chose this project as one of my SMART goals for the month. For this project, I used the nonlinear editing tool Adobe Premiere Pro and the digital audio workstation Adobe Audition, and I also tackled After Effects for the first time to create a more intriguing intro. So by combining what I learned and a little creativity, I was able to produce the video which I published on YouTube on April 22nd. This project had me wondering if I was way over my head, if I had enough time to complete it, and if I could tell the story the way I wanted it told, with the 3-minute limit I gave it. To begin with, I took all the footage that you see except for the drone footage over the track. I interviewed my subject on location during the national racing competition. I then chose all the footage I wanted to use in an assembly cut formation, increasing the clip speed to 375 during the repair without dialogue. Then I tackled color correction. Because all footage were captured outdoors, there were various light discrepancies and various noises that I had to deal with. I used hue saturation curves and basic color correction to determine the best color for the visual images. Then I tackled the audio issue using Adobe Audition. Here's the audio before.
The car quit moving on the track. So come in and find out how you'd scrub the outside wall around the track.
And after.
The car quit moving on the track. So come in and find out how you'd scrub the outside wall around the track.
I performed cleanups and restorations of my subject's dialogues, but the most difficult was removing the wind and generator noise in the background. However, I managed as best I could in making the audio audible using both the waveform and multitrack editors. Then I opened After Effects and began by creating a master composition with the words Valkyria RC on a black background. I then added another layer in the timeline panel using a vector image of a yellow race car. This was followed by adding another layer for the text, Experts Behind the Scenes. By using the transform properties of position and scale, I established the initial and end keyframes for each layer and time. Finally, I used the text animation effects of twirl off each line to make the words disappear gradually, similar to a wheel. I used the CC Pixel Poly effect for the text Valkyria RC to resemble glass breakage. Both the glass breakage sound and music were purchased from Audio Blocks. Looking at what I accomplished with this project, I still need to tackle best practices of color correction. I'm thinking that will be my next set of goals within the next couple of months. And critiquing my performance with this video project, I plan to refine my work by assessing and anticipating light, angles, and audio type problems in advance of filming. I will leverage the skills and experience I gained from this project by learning more about the various ways in which to obtain decent footage and post-production editing knowledge. Here's the final result of my video project for SMART Goal number 1.
Hello, welcome to Valkyria RC. My name is Stephen King. I've been racing out here for the last 5 years. I used to race a lot when I was younger with some friends, just playing around, and gotten away from it. And then when I found out the track was here, I decided to come race again. It's been a blast. The camaraderie with the friends and the racers has been fantastic.
The car quit moving on the track. So come in and find out how you scrub the outside wall around the track, and in the process, I took all the teeth off the gear that makes the car drive. If this gear is the one that's damaged, it stripped the teeth off so it no longer meshes with the gear on the motor. To fix that, I have to take this gear off and put on a new one. I removed the battery out of the vehicle. I loosened up the screws on the motor and moved it out of the way. And then I took all the screws out to take the top deck off so I can remove the shaft for the spur gear. Voila.
Feel free to come out and join us on the weekends that we're racing. You can join the club or just come out and race for the day.
The second SMART goal I established was to learn how to animate text in After Effects by completing Chapter 3 of Classroom in a book and submit a completed text animation within 4 weeks. I began by first creating a new composition and typing the words road trip. Then I learned how to position and animate the text using Adobe Bridge. This was followed by learning how to animate the text using scale frames. And finally, I learned how to animate imported Photoshop text and animate a layer's position and timing layer animations. Here's the final result of my portfolio project for SMART goal number 2. The third SMART goal I established was to learn how to create a motion graphics template in After Effects and to submit a complete motion graphics template in Adobe Premiere Pro within 4 weeks. I began by first creating a master title sequence composition comprised of background image assets with an animated title and subtitle. I then animated the text using Fade Up Words effect from the Effects and Presets panel. I then established position and scale keyframes. Once I finished the background, I began setting up the template using the Essential Graphics panel. Then I created an image slider using expression controls that affects the opacity of the selected image. Then I added text properties to the Essential Graphics panel that allow the text to be editable via change of season, name, position, size, opacity of season name, and color. Finally, I exported a template to my CC library, which can only be opened in Adobe Premiere Pro. Here's the final result of my portfolio project for SMART goal number 3. I am proud of my overall performance this month because I was able to complete to the best of my ability all 3 SMART goals I established at the beginning of the month. However, looking at what I accomplished this month, I know that I have a long way to go before I can perform in the big leagues. In critiquing my performance, I plan on digging further into Premiere Pro, Audition, and After Effects. By doing more videos for Valkyria RC, I hope to leverage the assets, skills, and experience I gained from these projects to obtain a position in marketing, advertisement, or video editing. Thank you.